Welcome to the first episode of the first season of Get to Know My Network. And today we'll be chatting to a man who is half the reason I am on the earth today, half the reason I am where I am today, and half the reason for my good looks. On a slightly serious note, this man has raised me up with a strong godly foundation and has constantly taught me what it means for iron to sharpen iron. Yes, we get on each other's nerves, but he will always be, with my mom by his side of course, one of the greatest teachers in my life, and today you will hear why. So what does L&D maintenance stand for?
L&D, I think in the first instance, is the first letter of each of my and Dean's names, my son, your brother, Lionel and Dean. So I felt in order to build a family business, the start thereof would be Lionel and Dean, L&D, and maintenance, standing for what we do. I think to just expound on that a little bit, what we stand for is to be more than just your average contractor, the guy who comes in and says morning or doesn't say morning, does what he needs to, gives you the bill and leaves. We stand for building relationships with people, a passion to serve and change the whole expectation and what people have become used to in the market, where it's almost a hit and run, you've just become an account number. But we want to be known to your dog, your cat, your children, husband, wife, cleaning lady, everybody, so that we have personal relationships, and we make a difference, that we have a relationship with the family, as part of the service that we provide. So we build, through that we are able to build trust and reliability. So when our clients call us from all over the world, they know L&D maintenance, they trust, they hand over their keys and they go on holiday, and we are left to do what we need to do.
Okay, so now you mentioned you work with your son. You and your son own this business. What are the pros, just touch on it slightly, the pros and cons of working with family?
I'd like to talk about the pros firstly, and I think because I'm passionate about service and excellence, working with my son allows me the benefits of having somebody that I trust, who knows my focus, knows my heart, shares my passion for excellence, and building relationships with people. And I think it's so much easier when you have somebody in your family, as close as your son, who can carry that banner and that mantle to take it to the marketplace. The cons, of course, working with family, it could be emotional things some days, you don't always feel the same, and where there's a blood relationship, I think some of that sometimes can be conveyed, and so one has to be aware of how you speak and what you do at all times. And of course you can't just hire and fire family, they need to stay. So that is some of the pros and cons, yeah.
I obviously know when the company was started and why and the circumstances, but just explain how and when and why L&D maintenance was birthed.
Okay. It's very exciting, and I think there's such a huge answer. But I think firstly, through my corporate years, being successful in the corporate world, yet through all of that, always feeling that place, that almost empty place of something more that I want to provide. And statistically, men start to ask those questions from about 40, 45. What am I about? Why am I here? What do I have to offer? And I was always wondering about what I wanted to do and feeling the importance of that something special that I had to offer. And then becoming unemployed, and then the concern of competing with young graduates was maybe a huge factor. Being unemployed as a man at the age of 50 and being really concerned and anxious about what the future held. And I think I clearly remember one night sitting around the fire with you, really feeling at probably my lowest point, when you said, "Dad, would you do some maintenance for a home rental company?" And I said, "Yes, of course." And that was the beginning of my life, as I would like to call it, where I found my niche, I found my passion, and everything changed for me literally in that moment. I think almost 5 years ago, I haven't had a day off. I've never been happier to get up every single day and do what I do. And that was how L&D started, and we're still going strong.
Nice. Do you have any words of encouragement for anybody that may be in the situation that you were in, that could help them get out of that situation and maybe be where you are today?
Absolutely. I think the exciting thing is that there's no age limit to when you can change your journey in life. I often say the important thing for everybody is that we all have our own journey. And the good news is that you don't have to wait until you're 50. But it's important to find that thing that makes you wake up in the morning. Find that thing that lights your eyes up. And many times people study in a certain direction and they feel that that's the beginning and end of where they're going to be. That's their career. But there's nothing wrong with changing somewhere midway between. It's always good to get your qualification and then potentially change and follow a totally different road. I've got clients who are doctors who are not happy and are now changing to start building construction companies, for example. I've got psychologists who have now changed and they're now moving to doing decor, dance teaching. There is absolutely no limit. The important thing is that you find your passion, the thing that just gets you so excited. And when you find that thing, that is when you don't work another day in your life. Financial rewards come naturally, but it's when we find that sweet place, that thing that makes you get up every day and say, yes, it's another day to go and do what I love doing, and then the rewards will be in place. But you are also so much more influential, so much more effective when you're doing what you love. I think in the world today, too many people have just a job. And what does the job stand for? Just over broke. We go to work every day, we earn money, we pay the bills, we come home, and we have that mantra on a Sunday night, oh, it's Monday tomorrow, I'm going off to work again. The other thing we do is every month, when it's the 25th or the 31st, we go, oh, it's payday, money in today, gone tomorrow. When you find your passion, the thing that I've realized, you make money every day. There are no paydays, every day is a payday. There's no end of the month because you earn money every day. But it comes with passion, and it's not focusing on the money, it's focusing on what you do, the service that you can provide, the relationships you build with people. And when you build relationships with people and you have that trust factor, then everything else falls into place. I think that's the exciting thing. So you can do it when you're 18, you can do it when you're 50, 60, 70. There is no age limit. But the idea is to find it early on in life. I often think if I had done what I'm doing now when I was 20, I'd be a multi-millionaire today, because it's that simple. And I think the encouraging thing, and a thing that I maybe want to land with, the importance of networking, building relationships, not burning bridges, but just networking with people, because therein lies your success. Everybody who comes across your path has something to offer, and you will find in your life you would always be able to call on those people, and those people will impact your life as you've impacted their lives, and your business grows as a result. And I think the important thing is your name. Build a brand, because you are a brand. And when you build that brand, people respect the brand. If you look at, for example, Nike, when people see the swish, they know Nike. It speaks for itself. And I'd like to say that L&D is a brand that we've built. When people speak about L&D, they associate trust, respect, transparency, reliability. And those are the things that I think I want to leave with people. That you focus on those things, and the rest is just a dream.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, what did I learn from today's guest? Is that you can realize your passion at any age. You can start something new at any time. It's all about your mindset. So never be too proud to start from the beginning again, because your outcome could be so much greater the second time around.